Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to give you an updated review of my Galaxy Note 3 on Verizon. I did a review on this 5 days after I got it, about a week after the phone came out, so October, November of last year, something like that. And so I did a review, I guess it was 5 days later, which is also on YouTube, about it. And so today, obviously using it for a couple months, I want to kind of do an update on that. Has anything changed? Do I still feel the same way about it? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I can, if you watch the first video, at the end of it, it's pretty much, I like everything about this phone. It's my first Note phone. I liked everything about it. There wasn't anything that I didn't like. I haven't had any issues with it. So I'm not going to get into all the details about it and stuff because I've already done that. I just want to talk about some of the things that have changed for me since using it. So I do still love the whole look of the phone. I like the fake leather. I think that's a nice look. Gives it a good quality look. Feels nice in the hand. I like the chrome. It's a thin phone, thinnest one that I think I've used. Just a beautiful looking phone. Obviously, it's a big screen. I think it's 5.7. So it's the biggest phone that I've had. Looks beautiful. I'll turn it on so you can see it. It's a beautiful looking screen. And so the whole form factor of the phone is very nice. I liked it back then, 5 days after having it, and I still like it today. If anything, I probably like it a little bit more. It's just a beautiful looking phone, even right down to the physical button. I know a lot of people are, they're not fans of that. I really don't care. I think it looks nice. It's a Samsung trademark in a sense. If they get rid of it, then it'll be like other phones. So with that, I'm moving on to the camera, 13 megapixel camera. I know I think I took a few pictures after I got it, just to make sure that it works, and I was happy with it. And obviously using it for a couple months, I'm still happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I think it's the best camera on a phone that I've ever had. I'm also somebody who, I don't buy a phone for the camera. If it takes good pictures, I'm happy. If it takes great pictures, I'm even happier. And I've not really had a phone that was a bad camera. A few of my Motorola phones I thought were kind of bad. But overall, I mean, for what I've used it and for some of the pictures that I've taken, in fact, I'll even show you some that I was just playing around with. And this is just on my table and stuff. And it's kind of low, just beautiful pictures. Some low light shots. Get this. These are some low light shots that I've taken. And obviously with that, and I've thought it's been very good in the low light. I'm not going to take pictures in complete darkness, and I have a point and shoot camera for pictures that, if I want to save pictures and blow them up and print them out, then I'll use that. If anything else, I use this and because it stays on the phone anyway. But I've been very, very happy with it. If the phone came with an 8 megapixel camera, I'd still be happy with it. I love all the settings that Samsung puts on in the camera. I really like that. More the better. So overall, the camera has been very, very good in my opinion. More than what I need in a sense for just taking kind of random stupid pictures. They all look good. I have not been unhappy with it at all. Again, it's not something that is that important to me from buying a phone. So obviously, if it is good, then that's obviously a plus. So moving on to the battery. For whatever reason, it seems like my camcorder, the color just kind of went wacky on me. It looks like. Let me kind of check some. Hopefully it'll see. Maybe I bumped it into it or something. Kind of looked a little orange. Sorry about that, guys. Or as we get closer, the battery. Obviously, the first review only had it for 5 days, so I wasn't quite sure. Is fantastic. My last phone, the Nexus 4, 22 milliamp battery in that. I do believe I could get 15 to 18 hours every day. I was happy with that. Again, battery for me is not that important. If I can get through 15 to 18, 19 hours, I'm very happy. So I was very happy with that. This and that other, my Nexus 4, I would charge every night when I go to bed. This I charge every other night. And let's see what I'm getting today. Now, I've been off for 2 days. And so mostly on Wi-Fi, but I did go out a little bit yesterday and go out a little bit out today, so it hit some of the 4G. And I'm at 1 day and 4 hours with my screen at 5 hours and 25 minutes. That's actually about average. If I get up to 6, that's actually the most I've ever gotten was 6 hours on 1 day, 18 hours. So that's actually really good, and as you can see, I'm at 14%. I didn't charge this last night, so I'll charge it tonight. I'll go to work tomorrow. By the end of my day, if I've used my phone more than I probably should, because I should be working, I could come home with 60 to 70%, and I can probably, and if I do have a Nexus 7 that I mess around when I'm home, if I can start my day tomorrow with 50%, I can go all day tomorrow, or the next day. So I'll go from anywhere from 75% by the end of my workday tomorrow. Sometimes even more if I really haven't messed with my phone because I'm busy. But if I'm slow, I can knock that down close to about 60, 55, 60% after my full 8-hour day. And then that might not even happen till I go to bed. So I can possibly start the second day at 50%. And I can go all day. By the time I do get home, again, then depending on my day, I could be at a 20%, 15%. Sometimes I'm a little higher than that. Sometimes I'm a little lower than that. But I can get, obviously, at 1 day, a full day, day and a half, easy, no problems. The way I use my phone, that's it. I tried to put more hours on here than 6 hours screen time. I couldn't do it. I run out of things to look at and do. So I've been extremely impressed with the battery, and you can see I even have my the brightness almost all the way past halfway. So, and I don't have a ton of things syncing. I don't have Facebook or Twitter on here syncing, so I do have a few things. But other than that, great. Just very impressed with it. So moving on to the last thing I want to talk about, TouchWiz. I've had LG phones and Samsung phones, HTC phones, Motorola phones, and Nexus phones. I have come to realize that I like all phones and all UIs, including stock Android. I actually find myself preferring a UI over a stock Android phone. Nothing wrong with it. I love them. They got their pros and they got their cons. This running TouchWiz has its pros and it has its cons. But for me, UIs offer me what I want. I want the most out of the box. So when I buy this phone, turn it on for the first time, the more it can do for me, the better I like it. Phone running UIs does the same thing a stock Android phone does. Just looks different, and they just add a few things. So this phone does the same thing as my Nexus 4, granted minus, this is 4.3 and my Nexus 4 is a 4.4, so obviously those little things aren't here yet. But I love, I like the way the icons look. All the toggles up here and how they give you so many. I like that. I like, oops, I want to keep that on. I like having the tabs for the settings. I personally like that. I find it easier to use. The colors, they look fine. I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, I could go without the green up there, but okay. I like the screen animation. I I like, you know, I mean, the apps and after just nothing fancy or special. I like the way the folders look. For some reason, I really like these folders. I don't know why. You know, obviously you have this because of the S Pen. It is a Note 3. I bought it because of that was one of the things that I want, and I use it. I don't use it a lot, but I use it. And there's many times I'll just whip it out and just use it just like this. And, oh, let me go look into Google Plus and let's go see what's going on. And I'll type, you know, come in here and go, you know, I want to, you know, look at, you know, Amazon. See if I can even spell it. No, I didn't spell it. I'm a bad speller anyway. Amazon. But that's how I'll use this. I use it a lot. So I mean, obviously, this is kind of a big reason you get this phone, but not everybody does that. But oops, let me turn it back on. A lot of the things like let's get into controls. You know, the air gestures and air views. Yeah, I don't use all of them. I use some of them that I really, really like, and a lot of them I don't, but I like to have that choice to use them. I've kind of played around with them. I think they're cool, but yeah, maybe, you know, they shouldn't have as many, or maybe you should be able to get rid of them. That would be cool, but it is what it is. TouchWiz is a very heavy UI, uses a lot of memory, and just, I think it uses 7 gigs or something, and this is a 32 to run. But, you know, for me, it just works. It looks good. I think it looks good. I don't, you know, I've seen people use aftermarket icons that are, to me, are just ugly looking. To me, these look good. They look nice. They, you know exactly what they are. And it, to me, personally, is very smooth. I have no lag on this phone. You know, I know people talk about UIs having lag and Samsung having the worst of it and stuff like that. And I've seen it. I won't deny it. But on my phone and even previous Samsung phones, I've not had lag. Maybe it does stutter and get a little thing like that once in a while, but it's usually something that I'm doing that causes it. But I'm just, look, you just don't get any lag. I'm not seeing it. It's not there. Yes, it does happen here and there, but nothing I would ever consider to be lag. I mean, you can just, things are just fast. As I'm just kind of opening up things. You know, it's just, I don't know. I kind of disagree with people who think it's very laggy. And their Note 3 might be horrible on that. Might just lag all over the place. A lot of times I think it really is an app. But for me, I like TouchWiz to the point. I am not using Nova or Apex. I like those. I got nothing against them. But when I put them on here, guess what I do? I make it look just like this. I make it look like a Samsung phone. Again, I can understand why people don't like this. I really do. Maybe they don't like that color, or they just don't like the tabs, or they just don't like that. I can understand that. It's fine. You know, root it, put a ROM on there, get rid of all that stuff. But for me, using it, I've come to really like it. I like HTC Sense. Again, it gives me what I want more. When I had my Nexus 4, to make the way I want it to look, I had to install an app, and install another app, install another app, install another app to make it look like what I want and what I wanted it to do. This, I have less apps on this phone that are related to customizing it because it already does what I want it to do. To me, I like that. I like the lock screen shortcuts. Obviously you have your things like that, but just the little things that the lock screen on UIs can add. I can't have that on a stock Android. Well, maybe you can. I know you can use aftermarket lockers and like widget lock and stuff. You can, but this phone, it's already there, and that's what I like. Not saying I probably won't own another Nexus device, but so far this just gives me what I want, and that's all I can ask. Just give me what I want. I'm not going to buy a phone that doesn't do that. So I'm very surprised with. So with all of that, I've grown to really love this phone, probably more than any other phone I've ever had. I am quite possibly a Note user for life. We'll see what the next, or the Note 4 will bring. And I would recommend this phone, especially if you just want that bigger phone. And remember, the S Pen gives it great functionality. I swear my camera just went back to being weird. Oh, it's probably doing it because my battery's low. That's helping. Sorry about that, guys. I just really like it. There's just nothing I don't like about it, but I'm not a picky person. I like the physical home button. If it didn't have it, I'd still love it. The fake leather, I love it. The screen, everything. There's just nothing that I have found that I don't like about it, and I've had zero issues with this phone. It just works 100% of the time, and it's all I could ask. It's a fantastic phone. I would, check it out, get your hands on it, and play around with it. You may hate TouchWiz. That's cool. There's a billion things you can do to get rid of if you don't like it, and that's up to you. But so, guys, so that's my updated review of the Note 3 for the AT&T. Quite possibly, I'm a long time or forever Note user now. I'm not sure until the Note 4 comes out, but I also thought I was going to get the Nexus 5 too. So I just love Android phones, all of them. I'm not a fanboy toward anything. I'm just an Android fanboy, and I think that's the best way to be. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope maybe if you got questions or anything I can answer for you, let me know down in a comment. Or maybe you want to see something that nobody else has seen, or I'll do a video for that, no problem. Anyway, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.